The bold and the beautiful spoilers tease that Katie will soon face another dilemma. She's been struggling with the issue of Will's custody lately, and for good reason. She's got her son's best interest at heart, but she knows that starting a custody battle will mean an ugly fight with Bill, which may itself hurt Will. Katie has mixed feelings about going for full legal custody of Will, but Thorne is gung-ho about the idea. In fact, going for full custody was his idea to begin with, and he's the one who quickly got Carter involved in the situation. B&B spoilers say that Katie will continue to express her doubts about going for full custody, but that Thorne will keep persuading her to go for it. It doesn't look like Thorne will let up on Katie anytime soon. He seems to always be there, professing his love for her and promising to support her in her pursuit of custody for Will. And it seems that he'll soon start nudging Katie to take their relationship to the next level. B&B spoilers say that Thorne will soon ask a very important question. Will he propose marriage to Katie? That sounds like something Thorne would do right about now. He's headstrong and knows what he wants, and he seems obsessed with Katie as well as her custody battle. He may figure that now's the right time to propose marriage. Thorne may figure that he would eventually propose marriage to Katie anyway, so why put it off when it can aid in her custody case now? Katie would be able to go to court and explain that Will would have the loving support and stability of a doting mom and stepdad if she were to gain full custody. But will Katie want to marry Thorne? So far, Thorne has professed his love to Katie several times, but Katie hasn't exactly responded in kind. Things may be moving a bit fast for Katie, and while she may be flattered by his marriage proposal, she just may not be ready to settle down with Thorne yet. Do you think that Thorne's going to pop the question? And if so, what will Katie do? At Katie's house, Katie and Thorne discussed the new custody battle. He hoped she wasn't having second thoughts. Katie felt that she had to do it because she couldn't bear to see the pain in Will's eyes when his father didn't show up yet again, but she was concerned about shielding Will until the battle was over. Thorne vowed to be there, but Katie didn't want to drag him into it. Thorne made a face. Katie said Bill fought dirty, and Thorne quipped that Bill called people little names. Thorne thought he could handle it. Katie wished Bill could see what she saw in Thorne, like how Thorne treated Will like his own. Thorne didn't think her ex wanted to hear that. Thorne reasoned that the custody case might improve the slacker Bill's parenting. Katie wondered how Thorne had become so positive. He claimed to have been a pessimist until she'd happened along. He hadn't thought he'd ever feel the sense of family again. Katie replied that she also felt a sense of family when the three of them were together. Thorne claimed to be there for Katie. It scared Katie because she'd been independent for a long time. She'd thought she could count on Bill to help her with Will, but it wasn't so. She stated that she'd known things wouldn't last with Wyatt, but now you. She didn't think she could do the custody battle without Thorne. She hoped she didn't sound weak. He said she didn't, not when two people felt about each other the way they did. Katie asked why Thorne loved her. Thorne joked that it was her silly questions. She remarked that she'd brought nothing but trouble to his life, especially Bill, but Thorne replied that he liked a challenge. She hoped she wasn't a part of the Forrester, Spencer saga. Thorne claimed he loved her regardless of Bill and would probably love her more without Bill. Thorne thought it was a bonus that he got to teach a man a lesson about treasuring a son. Katie loved the way he cared for her son. Thorne claimed to miss Will when he wasn't around. Katie did, too, but she was glad she and Thorne were alone that day. Katie kissed Thorne, and the two went upstairs to undress and have sex in her bedroom. Afterward, they breathlessly fell back on the sheets. Katie said she'd enjoyed getting to know Thorne over the past few months and claimed she'd always had a bit of a crush on him. Thorne didn't believe it and said he would have known if she'd had one on him. Katie claimed that she was good at blending into the wallpaper and living in her sister's shadow. Thorne asked what had changed. She said Bill would say his confidence in her had changed it, and it might be true. However, she liked to think that she'd been ready to come into her own, and after watching her sister chase destiny, Katie had been ready for her own. Thorne asked if Katie believed in destiny and remarked that it had taken its time to put them together. Laughing, Katie said she'd married Bill twice. Thorne asked why, and she said people chose people who were bad for them sometimes. Katie decided that Thorne was good for her, and she believed that she could be good for him. At Steffi's house, Liam emerged from the bedroom and shared about the baby's fever going down. Steffi was relieved but felt awkward about crying on his shoulder during the baby's first fever. Liam said she hadn't done it, but he did have big shoulders. She thought he'd need it for double daddy duty. He said he'd always be there for her and Kelly, and he felt like he could handle anything. Hope called Liam to tell him that she was cramping and spotting. Liam said he'd be there soon, but Hope told him that she was driving herself to the hospital. He said he'd meet her there. After the call, Liam told Steffi that it might something with the baby, and he had to go. Later, Wyatt and Sally had arrived. They invited Steffi and Kelly to Bikini for a holiday party, but Steffi declined. Wyatt wondered if he had to teach Steffi how to party. Steffi remarked upon the baby just getting over a fever. Sally went back to see the baby, and Wyatt said he'd been trying to get a hold of Liam and Hope. Steffi said that Hope and Liam were in the middle of something. As Sally returned to the room, Wyatt asked what was going on. Later, Wyatt asked if Hope had been alone when she'd started having problems. Steffi guessed so. She was praying things would be okay and said cramping and spotting sometimes happened. Wyatt replied that he knew what Liam was worried about because Hope had lost one pregnancy already. Steffi didn't want Hope to have to go through it again. Wyatt became worried and wanted to talk to Liam. Sally and Steffi convinced Wyatt to wait for news. Steffi believed that it would be good news. It has to be, she said. At Dr. Phillips' office, a nurse had set Hope up in the exam room. Liam arrived, and Hope told him that she'd just started cramping and spotting. He tried to reassure the frightened Hope. Later, Dr. Phillips arrived, and she asked if Hope had done any lifting or anything out of the ordinary. Hope hadn't. Dr. Phillips advised that sometimes spotting was normal. Liam inquired about the cramping. Dr. Phillips wondered if the cramping or spotting was first, and Liam asked why the order mattered. The doctor listed things that could cause cramping and asked if Hope had been taking her vitamins. Hope had been. Liam and the doctor reassured Hope and asked her to try to relax. Dr. Phillips set Hope up to do another sonogram. She waved her one over Hope's stomach and said she was searching for a heartbeat. After a while, Liam got anxious about whether the doctor could find the baby. Dr. Phillips had located the baby. Hope figured that Dr. Phillips just couldn't find the heartbeat. Upset, Hope asked what was going on with her baby. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers tease that Katie will soon face another dilemma. She's been struggling with the issue of Will's custody lately, and for good reason. She's got her son's best interest at heart, but she knows that starting a custody battle will mean an ugly fight with Bill, which may itself hurt Will. Katie has mixed feelings about going for full legal custody of Will, but Thorne is gung-ho about the idea. In fact, going for full custody was his idea to begin with, and he's the one who quickly got Carter involved in the situation. B&B spoilers say that Katie will continue to express her doubts about going for full custody, but that Thorne will keep persuading her to go for it. It doesn't look like Thorne will let up on Katie anytime soon. He seems to always be there, professing his love for her and promising to support her in her pursuit of custody for Will. And it seems that he'll soon start nudging Katie to take their relationship to the next level. B&B spoilers say that Thorne will soon ask a